Welcome back, listeners. I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. In today's episode, rooting for the wrong team will keep you broke. And when I say rooting for the wrong team will keep you broke, I'm not speaking just about financially. I'm also speaking about being broken yourself. There's a lot of people who want to sit and gossip about family members, about friends, about strangers and other people. And that's all they want to do is just bring other people down. That makes them feel better, right? Misery loves miserable company. And it's just, I never understood how you can just live life wishing on someone else's downfall. But when you do that, that's where you'll end up. You'll end up broken because you're already broken. That's how it's your brokenness that is displayed in your type of behavior, You're displaying your brokenness. And we all are guilty for it, right? Sometimes it's not just praying for the downfall of others that's being displayed. Sometimes our brokenness is displayed just simply by how we react to things, right? Sometimes your brokenness might be displayed by the small things that just make you cry. You just burst out into tears because you're so broken. A lot of us are broken in many different ways. And we're here for all of us, right? We're here to uplift each and every one of us. That's really what we're here for. But when you're here to gossip about others and you're praying for their downfall, you're praying for death upon them, however, sinister it becomes in your mind, you have to understand that those who have the light that they know is in them and they're operating in their purpose, they are highly, highly protected and they are highly favored and they are blessed. So you have to understand that whatever you try to do to them, that vengeance is God's. So you're definitely that vengeance is coming. It may not come immediately, but it's coming and you're not going to know how and you're not going to know when. And that's when we have to start taking that change, right? We have to start changing our lives, changing the way that you're thinking, the way that we think. Things that used to make us really upset and angry when we were teenagers. It doesn't really make you upset and angry now because things change. People change. Your attitude changes. But we can't always just focus on what we see where we are right now, because it's not just like they say YOLO, I might be saying, speaking, telling my age a little bit, but you only live once. But that's not true because it's not just about your life here on earth. It's also about your afterlife. Where are you going to go? Do you know the answer to that? And if you're like, I don't know, right? Because you don't know what, you could just be living your hell right here on earth and you don't even know it. We don't know where we'll end up. But that's something that you have to start thinking about, because when you look at the TV every day and what's in the media and how people are passing away every day, there's a tragedy, there's a new catastrophe, it's always something every single time you turn on the TV. And then there's some people out here who have the audacity to still keep trying to push even harder. And it's like, why are you trying to push even harder? Do you know who you're up against? Like, maybe you don't. Maybe you really just don't get it and you're just completely oblivious. And then for some of you who you feel like, oh, I am a good one, and people are always messing with me, they're singling me out, they're doing this, they're doing that, but I'm watching all these horrible people prosper. But you have to understand again how strategic God is. One, don't fall into the distraction of worrying about how a horrible person could still prosper. Because you have to understand that sometimes God could be allowing that person or these horrible people to prosper just so they can end up being the ones to bless you. God works in mysterious ways. His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts, but we all are God's children. Just like there may be some people who your children is on the wrong side of the law, but they're still your child. You still love them. It doesn't mean that you're going to love them any less. But that's the same way with God. And there's nothing that we can do, but we have to accept that. And I can't focus on how these horrible people are over here are prospering. All I can do is focus on me. Because while you're over here, while the enemy's over here trying to wish for your downfall or wish death upon you, when you sit here, you do the work, because faith without works is dead. When you sit here, you do the work. You're like, God, I sacrificed a lot. I went through the wilderness. Sometimes I got stuck, and some of you may still be in the wilderness. I did the isolation. I went through the pain. I went through the blood, the sweat, the tears. I did it all. But God says, I'm going to repay you, and I'm going to give you more than what you ever expected. You're going to reap the rewards of blessings that you did not even labor for, because you did the proper work. You were on the right side, right? You're on the right team. You're rooting for the right team. And I'm about to show you that. Yes, it takes a little bit longer to get there. But it's not about what's being backed by popular demand, because as soon as it's not popular anymore, those people are going to be looking for what's trending. They're going to be trying to go over here, go over there. Well, maybe I need to switch this up. Maybe I need to switch this up. Now I'm not even doing what I used to be doing, because I'm going with what's popular. But when you're operating in your purpose, you keep prospering and you stay focused on what it is you're supposed to go. It's going to grow. It's going to get stronger. You'll still be doing the same thing, but you may be doing it in a different form. And so what if your timeline is a little bit longer than others? It's still okay, because you're allowing God to bring it to you. You're allowing God to bring it to pass. You're not trying to force it, because the more that we try to force it, the more that we get in the way, and it's just going to be delayed. And then you're giving the enemy what they want. They want you to be delayed. They want all these distractions to distract you. That's why they bring them to you, because they don't want you to see your blessing. They don't want you to reach your blessing. But meanwhile, they're hoping and wishing for that. And they're getting laughs out of gossiping about you, slandering your name, doing this, doing these horrible things. And they're laughing behind closed doors. Guess what? That laughter is not going to pay your bills, right? So who's going to be laughing now? You're going to be sitting down at your table, eating your bowl of cereal, right? Whatever it is that you're eating. And you're going to look on the TV and you're going to see people, the very person that you wished ill will on, they're going to be sitting there traveling the world. You're going to be seeing them living in their brand new mansion, driving their brand new car, right? Having the family that you always wanted. But because you were on the wrong side of the team, or the wrong side of the wall, you ended up sitting there. You got your little laughter, right? You got your laughter. So I hope that you like that laughter, because that's all you're going to get. You're not going to prosper. You're still going to be broken. So your change is now. Now is the time to change, because for those of you who are operating in your purpose, you have the light. You have people who want to talk and say horrible things about you and spread rumors about you, laugh at you, wish ill will on you. Okay, that's fine. Let them, because 9 times out of 10, you're not really going to feel it. You're not even going to know about it, because God's protecting you from knowing every little detail. So don't go searching for it. Just allow God to handle it, because you're blessed and highly favored, which means that you're highly protected, but you still have to always ask for that spirit of discernment. You have to always ask for more courage. Give me more confidence to keep moving in my purpose, because it definitely takes courage to move in your purpose, because you're going to go through a lot of stuff. But God's going to bless you, but you still cannot focus on the reward. You have to focus on the journey of getting there. But when you know that you're on the right side, you will reap rewards that you have not labored for. Meanwhile, everyone else, they're watching you behind closed doors. Those very people who are wishing ill will on you, who stop talking to you, whatever, it could be a reason that they stop talking to you. But if they just stop talking to you because they silently became an enemy, trust me, they're still watching you. And they're probably still learning from you, but they'll never admit it because they have too much pride that's in the way. They're rooting for the wrong side. They're rooting for the wrong team. And that pride, that ego, it gets in the way. And when you allow that pride and ego to get in the way, you'll never prosper the way that you really want to, the way that your heart truly desires to prosper. You will never prosper that way, because you're going about it the wrong way. So your change is now. Just open up your hearts to God, because we all have God who lives inside of us. No one's excluded. Everyone has that chance, because God, he's a forgiving God and he loves you no matter what. So why not give him that chance? It doesn't just mean, oh, it's just the end for me. It's never just the end. If you want to accept that and accept the enemy telling you that, then that's you. But I'm telling you, God is saying, I'm still here. Your change is now. And that's what he's doing. He's sending some of his children out here to minister to you, to tell you these things, to bring you home. Because we don't know if these are the end times. We don't know what everything that's happening. We don't know what he's doing. But I know he always is creating a masterpiece. And that's what it's about. The masterpiece that he's creating and that he's moving into position. We all have to get into position, because it's definitely, he's about to show us all, and it's about to surface. But again, that's all I have for you today. Again, this is Robin Black with It's All About Healing Podcast. Be sure to visit www.it'sallabout.healingpodcast.com. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Stay blessed.